Okay, Baruch Hashem Chevra, the gems of Rabbi Nachman. And it's Erev Rosh Hashanah. It's about 24 hours until we're going to hear the great So we have to know, what are we looking for? What are we trying to find on Rosh Hashanah? So Reb Nachman says, let's continue our piece in Pei Zayin and Tinyana. I'm going to give you a little bit of it on the outside, just some of the gems. Reb Nachman talks a lot this month, like we mentioned yesterday, is about the pasuk Hanoisim B'Yam Derech, that Hashem, you placed in the middle of the sea, in the middle of the ocean, a pathway. The ocean is usually a place that's scary. I don't know how to navigate. And inside that place, you gave me a path. You carved out a path for me. But what am I trying to find? What am I looking for? So, you know what we're looking for? We lost something over the course of this year. You ever lose something? Isn't it the worst feeling? Like your wallet? It's the worst feeling. Lose the oh my goodness, where is it? And it's like a pit in the bottom of your tummy. It's very, when you lose something, where's my bag? Oh, I got on the bus. Oi! There's a feeling. Now why are you so upset? Like, it's just a thing. Because in many ways, things are connected to us. And the more valuable something is, a person, God forbid, can't find his child. You know, it's always the scariest thing when, you know, Disneyland, they're like, parent can't find kid. It's always a simcha when they're like, there's a kid here, like, where's the parent? But when you lose something valuable, it's very scary. You feel like, I need to find it. So you guys are all learning Kedushin. What does it say on the first daf of Kedushin? The first parak. Ha'isha niknes, and if derech shal ish lechazer al avedosai, it's the way of a man to go look for his lost item, right? Does the lost item go and look for you? Does your wallet get, you know, 2 little feet and start walking around and trying to find you? No. You have to go look for it. And that's what it says, that it's the way of a man to go look for his wife. It's the way of a man, because his wife is the lost item that was cut away from him on Rosh Hashanah. And he has to go looking for her. He has to go and find her. And he has to bring her home. He has to rescue the princess. Reb Nachman brings an amazing remez. Look in Pei Zayin. Down towards the end of the Torah, he says, Re'eh v'habeit niflois Torah. Come and look at the wondrousness of our Torah. Ki rosh tevis pasuk zeh. Excuse me, one line above. V'zeh asoid hamavur b'Torah v'parshas Eliezer. Eliezer, if you remember, was sent by who? By Avram Avinu to find what? To find a wife for Yitzchak. And what did he have to do? He had to go and he did a test. He had simanim to see if she was the right one. And he went to go find her. Now, where was she located? Was she in a good place? Did she have a nice, you know, like Jewish family? A nice father, you know, learns Daf Yomi, chashuv guy, nice brother, who was like, you know, learning in the mirror. Was that, you know, where Rivka was at? Rivka was in the most impure place in the entire world. Her father and brother, Lavan, were oivdei avodah zara. They were magicians. I don't mean like, you know, magic like at a chasana. I mean dark arts. And Rivka and the entire community around her was surrounded in disgusting behavior. And here you have the future of the Jewish people, like a lost item that was trapped in that place. And Eliezer goes down to find Rivka and to return the lost item, to bring her out, to retrieve her. And Aveda, you know how you spell Aveda? Aveda, oh, that's nice. Aleph, Beis, Daled, Hey. Interesting letters, right? Aleph, Beis, Daled, Hey. Anyone see a pattern here? Something missing? What's the Gimel's missing? What does Gimel represent? The Gemara says that Gimel means to be Goimel. Goimel, a Gamal, is a camel. How did Eliezer roll up to Rivka? On a camel. Many camels. She had the Gimel. What was Rivka? What was the sign that Eliezer had to bring Rivka out? She was a Goimel Chasadim. She was doing Gimilut Chasadim. She was a Gimel girl. She was all about the Gimel. If you want to find you want to bring the Aveda and make it Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Daled, Hey, you want to create the return of the lost item, you need to fix the Aveda only through the Gimel, only through reestablishing the Gimel. And that's why the Gemara says, why does Aleph come before Beis? The Gemara says, because Aleph Bina, you should teach. And why does Gimel come before Daled? Because Goimel Daled. The Daled is a poor letter. Dal means poor. Goimel means a giver. That's why, how do you write the Gimel he's got like a leg like this, and really when you write it in a Sefer Torah, the leg is like running. And why is the Daled this way? Is the Daled facing the Gimel, or is he facing away? Facing away. Why? Because when you want to do some tzedakah to somebody, do they want to like, thank you so much, or they're a little bit ashamed? The Goimel Daled, the Gimel's always given to the Daled. Rivka was greeted with Gemalim. Eliezer knew the secret of the Gimel. Eliezer knew that he had to find a woman who would be into Gimilus Chasadim. And that's how you bring back the Aveda, the lost item. And look what he says here. Sha'amar Avram le'Eliezer, Ve'im loy soive ha'isha laleches acharecha. The pasuk, the verse says, and if she does not want to come with you, maybe Rivka won't want to come, right? Maybe she's going to say, nope, I'm not into, going on this journey to find the holy man Yitzchak. Says Reb Nachman, look at this. Re'eh v'habeit niflois teraseinu. Look at the nifla secrets of our Torah. Those words, ki rasha tevis pasuk zeh, the first letter of that verse is the letters Elul of this month, Elul. Ve'im vav, loy is the lamed. Then you have the two middle words, soive ha'isha, the desire of the woman. Hold on to those, move them above. Laleches, lamed, acharecha, aleph. Elul. What's in the middle of Elul? How do you get the woman to want to come back to you? How do you retrieve your lost item? Elul, the secret of Elul. Hanoisim b'yam derech, to carve out this path in the craziness of this world, to find your lost items. This whole month is about finding lost items. And comes Rosh Hashanah, and there's an ultimate return of your lost items. Look at Torah Peiches, where it says Da, halfway through the Torah. Peiches, where it says Da. You have it, Moshe? Da. Sheyesh Malach, there's an angel. But Nachman is completely telling you the secrets of the universe. There's an angel. V'tachtav kama memunim. And underneath that angel, there's many that are helping him. And all those angels are holding on to shofars. Again, there's nothing physical here, but in Shemayim, there's many, many angels, and they're all holding on to shofars. All they're doing is they're standing up in Shemayim, and they're digging. They're searching. These angels with the shofars in their hands, they're searching around. Umechapsim tamid achar avedus. All these angels do is they try and help you find your lost items. They're in Shemayim looking for the things that you've lost. Looking for those things that kind of got away. Ve'hem toikin tekiya trua. And they're blowing the tekiya and a trua ve'achagan chayzun ve'toikin tekiya and they go. And so they're blowing up in Shemayim. When they find the lost item, Naser Rosh v'Simcha Gedoyla. These angels go nuts with Simcha. They're so happy. They're blowing shofars up there in Shemayim, looking for everyone's lost items. Ki yesh kama devar mavudim. Because sometimes we lose things. We lose things. Anyone know when you lose something what you have to do to get it back? If you lost something and someone says, "Oh, I found something," what does he ask you for? Simanim. You have a sim? Like, there's a lot of Rolex President's editions. How do you know this one's yours? You put a little, did it get like a scratch over there? It's like this. You have simanim. It's an amazing thing. If you lost your wife also, how do you know it's yours? There's got to be certain simanim, certain signs that you see, that oh, I recognize him. Oftentimes when you look in her eyes, you see, oh, I recognize this. This one's mine. Yeah.
You know how I heard from my Rav that each man has like 7 different potential soulmates based on like the level that you climb to. But we know that Chal was attached to Moharan as one, and you're looking for that one soulmate of yours. So how do we reconcile the Gemara there? We're looking for the one, but there could be 7.
Zivagrishin, Zivagshenim. You're looking for the one. You're looking for the one. If you do all the right things, when you stand under the chuppah with your wife, that's the one. That's the one. You do all the right things. You don't just like show up to Vegas or something. Hey, this is easy enough. You go through the right journey, the right procedure, with the right advice from people who love you. When you stand in that chuppah, that's it. That's the one. Which is a big secret in Shalom Bayis, is that a person knows this is the one. This is not like, we just like hitched and we're like, here we go. No, this isn't Shemayim. This is 40 days before I was created. There was already a call in Shemayim, Bas Ploni LaPloni, that this one is destined for that one. There's a call in Shemayim. It's destined to be. It's destined. In a certain way, we have to open up our hearts to that. And these angels are looking all the time. They're looking to bring back lost items. And they're blowing the big shofars. They're doing the tarat, the tekiya, trua tekiya. Says Reb Nachman, Ki yesh kam devar mavudim. We lose all sorts of things. Hainu masha oivdim avedus harba ali de atayvus. You know how we lose a lot of things? Through the taivus. The taivus, we lose all sorts of stuff. We get so involved. And when can I get my next, Red Bull vodka? When can I get my next this? When can I get my next that? When can I watch more, stuff on the tube? And we start losing things. We start losing the real things. The real things. You don't want to lose things. And Tzaddik is very careful. Remember Yaakov Avinu? V'yivasa Yaakov levadoi, and Yaakov is left alone. Chazal say, v'chozer al kadoi, and he went back for the pachim ketanim. He went back for these little vessels, the little vials of oil, of Shem and Zayis. Because chasal mamoinim shel Yisrael, the little things, we don't lose things. It's a funny thing, It's people think, I just lost a pen. Why do you lose your pen? Hold on to your pen. Hold on to it. Don't just lose stuff, throw stuff wherever. You don't want to lose things. But things get lost. Things get lost. Some things are little things and some things are big things. Some things are big things. And we have to go looking for it. Eliezer is going to find Rivka, to pull her out from captivity. That's Elul. Because we're all looking. We're looking. And you know, all of a sudden something gets found. And when something gets found, how do you really get it back? Simanim. What do you think the simanim of Rosh Hashanah are? Tomorrow night there's going to be a lot of simanim, a lot of different foods, right? Signs. Little signs that say, oh, this belongs to me. What are we really getting back on Rosh Hashanah? Getting back our neshama. Getting back our souls. Getting our soul breathed into us through the shofar. The vayipach ba'ap of nishmas chaim. You know what the first shofar was? Adam. God breathed into Adam. He was the shofar. He breathed in his nostrils. Adam was the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. He got his soul. And throughout the year, our soul, we lose it a little bit. We lose things. And the angels are helping us all the time. They're going around with the shofars. And when they find things, they're blowing the shofar. You know when you really find yourself? That's why the tzaddikim say that the kavanas of the shofar, you're already supposed to think about when you're eating the simanim the night before. The secret Kabbalistic kavanas of the shofar is already hinted to in eating the apple and the honey. It's all getting back our lost items. Finding ourselves. Getting back to ourselves. And this is what it's all about. Finding, rediscovering, getting back, getting Rivka back, getting our whole self back. And that's why after the Akedah, after Yitzchak went to that place, who's born right away? Rivka, she's ready now. We're ready to now bring Rivka back. To take her from captivity. Rivka is the Shekhinah, is our neshama. To get her back. To get her back. To all the lost items, all the lost things. We want to return them. We want to bring them all home now. Rosh Hashanah is about coming home. You know, when something was returned to you and you thought you lost it, how good do you feel? Don't you appreciate it so much more? If God forbid someone loses a child and then they find them, they kiss them and they hug them. Were they kissing them that much the whole time? When you lose something, you get it back, you just... Comes Rosh Hashanah and we get our neshama back and we just... It's blown into us again. There's a recharge. We're at the bottom of the tank right now. We had gas. Comes Rosh Hashanah, we get gas for the whole year. You know, it's been a hard year. We filled the tank, but a lot of the tank got used up. And now it's, you know, at the end, like when the car's like, you know, the light goes on. It's always the guy that's like your wife's, you know, I think we should get some gas. No, we got another like 70 kilometers, you know, in this baby. She's like, you know, there's a stop right here. No, we're good. Making good time. That's usually one of the class guys. No, we can't stop now. No, it's good. We're at the end of the year. Like the year, the tank is empty. The tank is empty. Even on my bike battery, the electric battery, you know, when the battery's done, like at the end, it doesn't have the same kick like when it's fully recharged. We're at the end right now. We feel like things are lost. We need the recharge. How do we get ourselves back? That's the shofar. That's the shofar. The greatest item that we could ever have lost, the neshama, comes back. It's always been here, but we feel like we lost it. You know, sometimes you lose something and you really lost it, but sometimes you can't find your keys. You ever had that one? I know they're here. But where are they? Right? They're right here. But where? I don't see it. But it's right here. That's what happened to our neshamas. It's right here, but where is it? I don't see it. On Rosh Hashanah, it's going to be blown into us with the shofar. And that lost item is going to come home. The Rivka is going to come home. The Noisim B'Yam Derech, we're going to carve out life again. Hashem is going to cut out new life for us through the shofar. We should be Zoicha Mamish, to Ksivach Simitaiva, to gebench the year together. That it should be Tich L'Shana, the Klal Isaiah, the year in all of its klalas, all of its horrible curses should end. And the new year should begin with all of its brachas. It should be a sweet and happy new year.
Amen.
Yesher koyach chevra. Kol tov. Kol tov. Like maybe a nickname. Yesher koyach.